Welcome to Yap About It, your go-to podcast for everything pop culture. We're here to talk about the latest gossip, TV shows, music, and movies that keep us talking.
Yep, if it's blowing up your timeline or making those group chats go off, we're talking about it.
So grab your popcorn, your headphones, and maybe even a glass of wine, and let's yap about it.
Hey guys, welcome to Yapalert,
A special edition of the Yap About It podcast,
where we pause the regular program to talk about what's blowing up today.
Let's yap about it.
All right, so on September 7th, the 2025 MTV VMA Awards aired, and LL Cool J hosted, but there were a lot of 90s and 2000 nostalgia for us millennials. I saw some 80s nods too, with Doja Cat and Kenny G's performance, but a few of those nostalgic callbacks were from Mariah Carey, Busta Rhymes, Jessica Simpson and Ashley Simpson popped up, Paris Hilton, Ricky Martin, and there was a tribute to Ozzy Osbourne featuring Youngblood, Steven Tyler, and Joe Perry of Aerosmith. Even Sabrina Carpenter's performance was giving Britney a little bit. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a lot of nostalgic nods for sure. I thought Ricky Martin was just kind of random. Like, I love the performance, but also,
I agree.
I don't know, like, when was the last time he was relevant?
I know.
Lisa.
I mean, I'm not hating. Like, I enjoyed the performance, and he definitely put his all into it, but I was like, dang, these songs are, like, so old.
But didn't he win an Icon award?
I think so.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. All these icon awards that they're giving out, I feel like it just reminds me of like Leonardo DiCaprio finally winning an Oscar. It's giving me that
you didn't
energy.
get one at the time, but here
Right.
you go now.
But here
I'm
you're
just like,
old
what?
and you're washed up.
I don't know. I feel like they're trying to appeal to the masses. Because it is such a mixed demographic that they're trying to reach, you know?
Very true. I did enjoy the Ozzy tribute, though. I thought Youngblood did really good rocking it out and honored him. And then, seeing Steven Tyler up there, too, another old one.
Yeah, I will say Steven was holding it together best he could.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just surprised that he still has a voice after all these years.
Seriously.
So yeah, we've seen award shows change over time, and one thing that's consistent about the VMAs is just how much focus it is on the fans, and it's a fan voted award show, and so are some of the other ones, but because there's American Music Awards, but it seems like all the other award shows just seem stuffier. This is where people take the most risks, and just like, I don't know, the most chaotic things happen at this one. So that is one thing that's been consistent over the years with the VMAs.
Yeah, I do feel like we were missing a little bit of that like chaotic energy and just like maybe not all chaotic, but just unexpected energy. Like, I don't think you're going to see Britney with a python, like that kind of performance anymore. I feel like we had a little bit of that, like I said, with Sabrina Carpenter, but like you're not going to see, this is like a major throwback, but like Courtney Love throwing a shoe at Madonna. Like,
oh my God.
I just feel like we miss some of that now because yes, it's still more fan service, but it's a little more buttoned up than it used to be. I don't know. What do y'all think? Is that just me, or do you think it still maintains the unscripted aesthetic still?
I mean, I haven't watched it in the last few years. I mean, we'll watch it now because we have this podcast, but like over the past few years, I haven't seen it. But I still feel like the most unhinged things always happen. Like, it's just like the most talked about performances. Even like Nicki Minaj calling out Miley, like, just things like that. It's like, it's less censorship, more risks. Yeah, it's just it's just more fun. It's fan. It's not like the executives and everything like that. So they can just like let their hair down. And then, obviously the infamous Kanye thing. And he, like him walking on stage. Yeah, this man walked on stage with Hennessy in his hand. Like, he can't do that at the Grammys or the Oscars. Just I can agree with you because I feel like even though I haven't watched it in the last few years, that we would have heard about it if something crazy had happened. So I guess it is more buttoned up.
Yeah, like I haven't watched it, like you said too, in the last few years, but I did watch it this year, of course. But yeah, like you said, I feel like we would have heard the crazier headlines the past few years if there had been any, like, you know,
Right.
the Taylor Swift and Kanye thing that was so big, and all these other things that happened like in the past that you just don't get anymore.
Right.
So yeah, I guess they are kind of more polished now.
I mean, it's COVID, right? I feel like after COVID, things just changed in so many ways, and even in the award shows, like there's just not the same unhinged behavior that you used to see, because I don't know, maybe because it goes back to what we've talked about before, where everything is usually streamed now, and award shows kind of lost their appeal. But interestingly enough, this was the first time it's been hosted on CBS, which I thought was weird.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's not as unhinged now.
I was about to say, maybe
yeah.
that's why it's not so unhinged, because it's on CBS, and maybe they have a tighter...
It's not MTV anymore.
Yeah, it's not
MTV.
MTV.
Is no more.
They run a tighter
true.
ship at CBS.
So let's talk about Miss Sabrina. She performed Tears, and she was accompanied by several of RuPaul's Drag Race queens. And throughout the performance, the queens, along with backup dancers, held up signs advocating for trans rights. I loved this performance. I loved the outfit. I loved the energy. I loved the dancing. I mean, she's just like a bona fide pop star, and I feel like we have them come and go. I feel like she's here to stay. And I mean, she like really held her own, and she's been proven that she's here to stay. And I feel like it's like you just need like that album and that performance. Like I feel like she's hitting all the marks right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's really proven that she can be a true performer. You know, she has the show stage definitely put like down, hands pat. She's got the presence on stage. She's definitely killing it right now, not just with her songs, but her performances. Watching her live is almost more entertaining than just listening to her music, you know, in your car or something.
That's a rare quality too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not every pop star has that same appeal to me, but no, she killed it. I loved the outfit. The outfit changed too. Like she switched it up.
Yeah. She's like the queen of changing outfits during her performance.
She really is.
I loved it. It was great. It was like I said, it was giving like Britney and kind of old school VMA vibes, where it was more like you were watching almost like a Broadway performance or something, or like Rent. You know, like it reminded me of that. Kind of like that vibe.
Yeah.
So I loved it.
They put the side by sides of I know what tour it was, because Britney, it was Dream Within a Dream tour with that like that little corset outfit and everything in the rain. I used to watch that tour all the time. I love Britney, especially that Dream Within a Dream tour. or you could think about the Britney 2000 like VMAs when she had the sparkly nude outfit, and that was such a thing back then. But yeah, but either one. But they were putting the side by side stills of, and it was very reminiscent of Britney. And yeah, I mean, she still was advocating, and it's like theatric but pop. I liked like the balance of both.
The disco vibes,
right?
Which we've already talked about. I'm so here for. But yeah, and also at the same time, like you said, bringing awareness to a very topical issue right now, without it feeling like, you know, she's pandering to. Like it felt very sincere.
True.
So, yeah.
Yeah, last year she kind of had the shock factor thing, or like had something where she went at people talking, had a bit, whatever, like her kissing the alien and everything.
Oh, I remember that. I didn't watch last year either, but I do remember that.
I do remember that too.
Yeah, I remember making its rounds the next day.
But yeah, I feel like with this one, she had a message that she kept through the whole night, like because she had the RuPaul drag queens during her performance, and then her speech when she won, you know, giving out the message of how there's so much hate and criticism and discrimination going on right now, and to just be part of something that can bring light and happiness to people really means a lot to her. So I think that was really great that she was able to like keep that message going throughout the night.
Absolutely.
I like that they had the K-pop Demon Hunters girls presenting.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was fun. Because they presented for Sabrina, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So I thought that was a good little touch, because obviously they're everywhere right now.
They are everywhere. Another notable performance that night was from Lady Gaga. She performed Abracadabra and Dead Dance. I love that Lady Gaga is committing to the Wednesday bit with the outfit, and she's back to weirdo, spooky, theatrical Gaga. And I love it because that's my favorite Gaga. What did y'all think about it?
I love the fact that she showed up to accept her award and then was like, all right, I got to go back to Madison Square Garden to play my show. And then didn't they air her performance from her show that night at the VMAs? Yeah, I'm like, that's a queen right there, accepting her award and then going to play Madison Square Garden for her fans. Talk about a packed evening.
No, seriously.
And then absolutely killing the performance, like the outfit, the stage, the performers that were with her, just everything was so Gaga, so over the top, and I'm definitely here for it. And like you said, leaning into the Wednesday bit, the dark, spooky vibes.
She's reinvented herself several times, but yeah, that OG Gaga, like doing the spooky, the blood, and doing the theatrics meat dress.
I was about to say meat dress.
Many different eras.
I remember when that was like all anybody could talk about.
Yes.
Lady Gaga in the meat dress. But she's not afraid to be different. She's not afraid to do things that people are going to talk about later and, might not always gain favor with every crowd. So,
yes, I was about to say. I'm sure a certain segment of the country was freaking out about this performance,
right,
and calling it evil or demonic, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is so cool. Like the birdcage and... Not bird. Was it a bird cage? Kind of like
it seemed like it.
Yeah,
it was like a bird cage, right, or a prison.
I like the dancers. Yeah,
the dancers. Yeah, I just thought it was so cool.
Yeah, her costume, and then before she left and did her performance, when she was accepting her award and like her like little speech, and she had like the weird gloves on her hands. She could like barely get the paper out.
Oh, I love it. One performance that made me laugh, I'm sorry to any Mariah Carey fans out there, but she literally just walked on stage, sang her songs, and collected her paycheck and gave us nothing.
She is just so unbothered right now.
I know Mariah, this was her first VMA ever, which is insane considering how long she's been in the business.
Was it?
That's what they said.
Yeah, when I heard them say that, I was just like, how is that possible that that's her first VMA? That's crazy. That makes no sense.
That is insane, especially like during the height of her career, in the late 90s and early 2000s. Like,
right.
I'm really surprised. But yeah, she got the Video Vanguard Award, which also seems to be another like, here, you've been in the business for 20 years. Here's your award.
Like, here's to make
you deserve something.
Yeah. Right.
All right, so a few big wins from the night include Ariana Grande winning Video of the Year for her video Brighter Days Ahead. Lady Gaga won Artist of the Year. Sabrina Carpenter won Album of the Year for Short and Sweet. And Rosé won Song of the Year for, I don't know how you say the name. Is it Apatu?
Yeah, I mean, I guess look at the way they say it in the song.
I was like, that's how they say it in the song, but I didn't know how you say the title of the song.
Yeah, I was like, that.
Should I just sing it?
I realized that I've reached the age where I recognize songs and not artists now. Like, I used to be up with it, and now I just recognize songs from reels and trending sounds and, like, being at restaurants and maybe hearing songs. But I had no idea who sang Apartment, APT, whatever it's called. And the amount of times I had to Wikipedia those artists that were like performing or nominated, I felt ancient. I will say.
I do agree with that. I mean, I knew about Rosé just because that song blew up so much last year, so I had already looked up them and everything, and looked up APT or Apatu or however you want to say it. So I knew that one, but like, what was the other one that you had pointed out to us? Lola
Songbird?
Young, I think. I knew her song, but I didn't know who she was.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not know who that was.
Yeah, I don't think I know who that is.
And then, like, when they announced it, I was like, who is this? And then when I started hearing her perform, I was like, I do know this song.
I think I know.
Exactly.
I think I know what you're talking about. And then I know Tate McRae.
Oh, yeah, and I know who Tate McRae is. I'm just not, like, a fan. But I have definitely at least
I've heard of
everywhere.
her. I know the face.
I know a lot of people are, you know, into her right now. I'm just not. But I don't even know if I would honestly recognize one of her songs.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd heard her song. I just knew her face.
You probably have. Yeah, on Reels and TikToks.
But that's where I hear them now.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Right.
I'm like, and I hear them 3 months later because I'm not on TikTok.
Yeah, because y'all are late.
We're in the same boat with that part.
late.
But yeah, no, I was very pleased with Gaga and Sabrina Carpenter winning. Very pleased with those ones.
Definitely. Right. They both definitely deserve it.
And I know, Christina, you're definitely an Ariana Grande girly, so
I am.
But that was a really cool video, I will say.
Right.
And she said, her dad acted in it too, which is really cool.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was like his first time acting or doing anything like that, so that's really cool.
Yeah, behind the scenes, they've had a tumultuous relationship. Just from me being a fan, and I've done my research being a fan. So no, but I feel like in the past few years, it's definitely improved and everything. But when she kind of first came on the scene and everything, and when she was, on Nickelodeon, her parents had been divorced, and she had alluded to not really having a relationship with her dad. So that's sweet that it's come this far, and it seems like they're in a really good place.
Oh, that makes it even more special.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I want to take it back because I know we were talking about nostalgia when we started this episode, but do you have any, and we've already touched on some of these things, I know, but do you have any favorite moments from past VMAs or memorable performances that stick out in your mind?
I have a couple. I'll say my top 3 performances, and then I don't know. We'll switch gears after we say performances to the moments because those are 2 different categories.
Totally different.
2 different categories. My performances, I would have to say Britney's "Slave for You," iconic, absolutely iconic. Who doesn't recognize that snake and that people still replicate that for Halloween outfits or just inspo, different other pop stars will still wear things that are similar. You just think VMAs and I feel like you think of Britney because it's she had Like a Virgin and where she kissed Madonna. She has Slave for You, Snake. You think of the item or the you think of you just correlate it with her. And it's really iconic moments that framed her career that helped her become this pop star that she is. Because with Michael Jackson, you think of the moonwalk. Do you think of stuff that made them more a pop star and just something that put a staple in American pop culture? So Slave for You. The nude sparkly thing where she, ruffled some feathers because she was singing I Can't Get No Satisfaction and she had the tux on and she ripped it off and da-da-da. And then, the Like a Virgin where she kissed Madonna. But I like Slave for You the best out of those. And then for me, I love Beyonce's Baby Boy. She came down from the ceiling. I still remember she came down upside down from the ceiling and then just killed her entire performance, because she can sing live and dance and everything. And then I would say Chris Brown when he was 16 or 17 and he did a tribute to Michael Jackson and he showed the world what I already knew and that he could dance his ass off and sing. And this is before he became the controversial figure he is. It was before that. Rihanna was in the performance. She did Umbrella and everything. And it was just what everybody was talking about that night. And it was the same year that was the Bad Britney performance. But I was
That's right. Was it Gimme More?
Yeah.
So
that's for as many
that's tragic.
Amazing one she has. She also has that one, unfortunately. But those are the fact that I could just tell them off rip to y'all they stuck in my mind.
That's the impact it had on
it.
Culture,
it does though.
Elisa, what about you?
I mean, like you already said, the Slave for You, Britney, that one still is iconic. Will forever be iconic. And what you think of when you think of VMAs. Lady Gaga's Paparazzi performance.
Yes. Yep.
That was a really good one. That was when she was really in her peak too. or like really becoming big and really making a name for herself. And yeah, she always just has like the most like intricate out there performances. So it's always interesting to see what she's going to come out with.
Yeah, she gets people talking.
Yeah.
And what about you, Lauren?
I would say, I think we're all in agreement here, Slave for You by Britney. But this is
I'm actually surprised you like that one because it has a snake in it and you hate snakes.
I know I hate snakes, but I like her outfit so much.
Yeah, that outfit, yeah.
I can look past that. I can look past it. And I can just look at the outfit. And I can appreciate that it was an iconic performance and I can look past Snakey. But this is before my time. But I would say the Vogue performance by Madonna is one of my favorites. Obviously, it was before I was born, but I've seen it so many times from like when I was a kid. I used to watch a lot of VH1 and MTV, like behind the music, docs and things like that. So I've seen this performance a lot, and I've also seen it on my feed because I follow a lot of vintage pages.
You do.
Yeah. But I love that performance. I love the choreography. I love the song. I do love Madonna. But paired with the Marie Antoinette costumes, I love it. I feel like it's just peak Madonna. So that's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love her original Like a Virgin one. And yeah, that was before my time as well. And but you know, it's so iconic and people still replay it, and I've seen it, and I've gone out of my way to see it too. So, and that was so controversial at the time.
Oh, so controversial.
If only people knew how things would be now.
Right.
I know, it's so tame now.
Clutching their pearls.
People back then would have definitely freaked out over Sabrina Carpenter. I mean, people now are still freaking out over her, but oh my gosh, people back then would have definitely been like, oh my gosh, she's just way too sexual.
Yeah, for sure. But I was going to say, Like a Virgin is also pretty high up there for me. Like, it was so controversial at the time, but it really was like a callback to Madonna, who is like queen of pop, right? She's like bestowing the titles to Britney and Christina.
Right. Yeah.
I guess by kissing them.
Right. I know, right. And that was such a controversy too. Yeah. Britney was always, Madonna especially and Britney, but they had a different way of going about their controversies.
Yeah.
You know, like Madonna was making statements, and a lot more times she'll get more political. Britney was like, I'm not a little girl anymore. Y'all gonna look at me as a grown, sexy woman. Like, you know, I'm not on the Mickey Mouse Club. It was just like a different type of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just being a pop star, you know, pushing the limits and getting people talking and this and that.
I think Madonna started out being sexual.
She did.
It was not like she had to break out of any mold that she had.
Right.
And she's like, I'm sexual. I'm going to sing about being sexual.
Right.
This is me. I'm going to put out a book full of nude pictures of me. Like,
And they don't want women doing it. Yeah. I mean, they still don't. Yeah. Like I said, like we said about Sabrina Carpenter, like talking about sex and stuff like that. But like, back in the 80s and 90s, it was just like, and before that, obviously, but just like, oh no.
Women cannot talk about sex.
Yeah. But y'all want us to have all the babies, but don't talk about how you got it.
Don't talk about it. And you definitely can't
don't
like
talk about how it happens.
Oh my gosh. What about y'all's favorite moments at VMAs?
Memorable moments.
The most memorable moments.
I mean, I think obviously it's not a favorite moment, but the most memorable, probably for everybody, is going to be the Taylor Swift and Kanye.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't want to recognize.
But yeah, I don't want to like
shine a light on it.
But it's definitely the most memorable.
Well, okay, let's say where were you when this happened? Like, did y'all see it live? I remember seeing it live. On TV.
Yeah.
I remember seeing
it live.
And I remember updating my Facebook status like, oh no, that was so disrespectful.
Oh,
I'm done with him. And like, I was just like, no. And I
remember watching it. Yeah. My mom was like, I can't believe he just did that to her. The outrage.
Right.
I remember watching it and seeing him like go up there. I'm like, wait, what is he doing? Like, wait, what's about to happen? And then he started saying all that. I was like in shock. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
Who does this?
Yeah. I know. Who knew that it would go on for years and years later? This like on and off feud. This is where it started. This is where the roots of it began.
And that wasn't the peak of his insanity.
Yeah, that wasn't the peak. So who would have known back then that? Yeah,
that was just the start.
Yeah.
And then for the other award show that we have for this, pretty much in the same week, on September 14th, the 2025 Emmy Awards aired. The show Adolescence was nominated for 6 awards, and it won all 6 that it was nominated for. And then including top prize for its category, Best Limited or Anthology Series, and Owen Cooper made history as the youngest Emmy recipient at the age of 15, which is crazy. That's so young.
Wow.
To even be, considered for or to be nominated, but then to win. It's just crazy. I haven't actually watched the show.
Me neither.
It hasn't been on my radar, but I did see and hear that each episode was all shot in one single take, which is
they did say that.
Insane to
right.
me. I have like mad respect for anybody who attempts this, not just for the director, but for the crew and the cast. Like it's so much that goes into filming an episode in one single take, because you can't mess up. You literally can't mess up, or you mess up the whole thing. You can't just cut it and edit it later. You have to start the take all over again. You have to make sure everybody's in the right placement so that no like equipment gets in the shot or anything. So for the fact that they did this for all 4 episodes is insane, and really makes me want to watch the show now, especially now that it's won all the Emmys that it was nominated for.
Right. He is so cute. He got me emotional with his speech.
I know,
was
his speech was so
getting
cute.
so emotional? And he's like, 3 years ago, I was nobody. I'm like, you were only 12. Like, what are you talking
about?
But he's like, if you just stay focused. Like, he was just so cute.
He was so cute.
And I'm like, and that's just impressive that at 15, it's at like what everything that Lisa just said, it's already hard enough to act. But to have the stakes that high and to have your memorization and just like, I don't know, that's just a really talent that not everybody possesses.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading up on it now, and it sounds good. I think I might have to give it a watch.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to give it a watch after this. Sounds really good. And also, Stephen Graham, who played the main, won Best Actor for a limited series as well. So
they swept. Yeah, I kept seeing they won all 6 of the awards.
They swept the Emmys this year. So I'm definitely, and I mean, I don't know how this like fell under my radar so hard, but for it to only be 4 episodes, it's definitely...
Oh, yeah, we should definitely watch it.
Definitely watchable.
Yeah, definitely.
And I kept seeing White Lotus nominated for so many things, and they didn't take home anything.
They didn't take home anything, which is crazy.
No. Yeah.
It's because they were nominated too much for too many actors. Like there were a couple of categories where you had like multiple actors from the same show. And I just feel like it's kind of oversaturated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as I love it.
And I mean, I just feel like there are some things you can love that don't necessarily need the award, or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not everything deserves the award. And sometimes it's good to have shows that are kind of more under the radar winning, so that way it gets them on the map. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure, obviously, Adolescence, I'm sure a lot of people have watched it, but like we were all saying, it was under our radar. So now it's at the top of everyone's list, I'm sure, right now. Whereas like White Lotus was already popular.
Right. It'll be a spike in views for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows this Emmy Award season that I haven't watched yet. So, and I think some of them did fly under the radar, like you said. Like The Studio, for example, like I'd heard of it, but it won a total of 13 awards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hadn't watched that one either, but I had heard of it and heard that, Seth Rogen did really good with it. I just love how excited he was.
He was.
To win so many awards.
So funny.
It was like, he's so funny.
He is so funny.
And he tried his best to keep his speeches under that 45 seconds. He was trying his best, and then by the end, like by the last one, he was like, all right, we're already over anyway. Like, anybody else got anything to say?
It's funny. I actually saw an article come across my feed the other day about how Bryan Cranston and Catherine O'Hara did mushrooms before going to a Grateful Dead concert to prep for that show. So when I saw, I love Catherine O'Hara.
I do too.
Her. And Bryan Cranston.
I love both
And
of them.
Bryan Cranston is great.
Catherine O'Hara, we've grown up with her.
Yeah.
And then I find out she's in stuff I didn't even know, like voicing things.
Yeah, she pops up in so much.
So much.
Bryan Cranston is a nut. Like on Malcolm in the Middle, if y'all ever watch
Yes.
if you go back and watch, he's so crazy.
He's so stupid. So stupid. But yeah, when I saw that article, I'm like, okay, now I need to watch this. I really need to watch it.
I definitely need to watch it too. And that was Seth Rogen's first Emmy, and he won it for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely another one that I need to watch.
They made history, and they were the most awarded comedy series ever at the Emmys. And Seth Rogen was like, I feel like Beyonce. I saw a quote.
Yeah.
He's holding all of his awards. Like, I feel like Beyonce.
And then another show that won 3 Emmys that night was The Pitt. And then their Emmys included Outstanding Drama Series, Best Actor in a Drama Series went to Noah Wyle, and Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series went to Catherine Laneza. This show was so good. Did you guys watch it?
No, I need to catch
It's on my list. I've heard many people say that it's really, really intense and really well done.
It's extremely intense, and after every episode, you just sit there like, damn, what did I just watch?
Oh, really?
Seriously, like, literally, me and my husband watched it, and literally, I kid you not, I'm pretty sure after every episode, we just sat there and we're like, damn. So it's a medical drama, and it deals with the ER, and from what I've heard, I've never been anything in the medical field whatsoever. That's not for me.
And none of us are Grey's Anatomy girls. I've never heard either of y'all talk about.
No, I'm not Grey's Anatomy.
No.
Yeah, none of us are.
I never watched drama person.
I never watched ER.
Nah,
I didn't watch House. House was good.
House was good though.
Yeah. But yeah, from what I've heard from people who are in the medical field, I guess this is like the most realistic medical show out there. And it definitely seems that way, because watching it, you're just like, I don't know, the terminologies that they use and just how chaotic it is, because there's like always something going on. Yeah. Always a new ambulance coming in, bringing in somebody that has this horrific accident, and they're just trying to figure out how to keep these people alive the whole time. It just gives me anxiety, but in like, I don't know, the best way possible, because it's so entertaining and well done, and the actors are so good. You're just like, how are these people not real doctors? Because they're so believable as doctors.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah, definitely recommend watching it. Noah Wyle, he just killed his performance, and there are definitely some tearjerker scenes throughout the series.
See, that's why
or the season.
The way you were describing it, I'm like, I know there's going to be.
I know that there's going to be some gruesome scenes. Where like somebody's arm is hanging off. So I don't know, like, if I can watch that.
Just look away. Just look away, because it's so worth it.
I'm not good with that either.
I mean, Elisa, like, I close my eyes in Outlander when Claire is doing surgery on someone, okay? Like, I don't know if I can handle this. I have a weak stomach.
At least give it a shot, because there were definitely some times watching it, though, I was like, oh, I can't look. I have to look away. There was just some moments that were just so gross. And
if you're saying that, then I know I'm going to look away.
And just like, because it gives you like that squeamish feeling, because there'll be like a scene where they're like working on somebody's eye, and you're just like,
oh,
it just makes you cringe.
That's worse is the eyes.
Oh, yeah, the eyes. Ugh. But it's so good.
Mad respect for anyone in the medical field.
Oh, definitely.
That's operating and first responders.
Definitely.
And then, like how this show highlighted and showed you, because the whole first season takes place over the course of a 24-hour shift.
Oh.
So they're
just
working
the first season?
So for the first season, wait, let me look it up, make sure, is it 24 or 12 hours? Sorry. It depicts a 15-hour shift. So it's over the course of 15 hours.
Oh, so it's 15 hours.
15 hours.
Instead of 24.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, that tells you how riveting it must be.
Like, so imagine that. So I think what it is they went in for a 12-hour shift. So that's already crazy that they have to work a 12-hour shift and doing all this crazy, like insane cases that they have coming in. So like, but then by the end of it, they're all supposed to be about to get off, like for the day staff, and then the night staff is supposed to come in, and then they have this mass casualty happen in the city of Pittsburgh. That's where it's set in. That's why it's called the Pitt. And so they have this mass casualty. ER, it goes on shutdown, lockdown, only treating people who are part of this mass casualty, and these people end up staying for 15 plus hours, like 3 hours over their original shift time, after already dealing with all this craziness that happened earlier in their day. Been here for now 12 hours, and now they're on this whole ER lockdown, having to deal with these mass casualties. And you just see they have like over 100 people that they have to treat within like 3 hours.
Oh my!
And like God. They're like literally like bringing people in and like, I guess putting them in categories based on like, okay, these people need attention now or they're going to die. These people need attention within an hour or they're going to die. And these people...
Like triage.
Like triaging these people. And they like just like slapping wristbands on them, color coding them to show which ones need attention like now and which ones can wait an hour, which ones can wait a few hours.
Wow.
It's just insane. And to think that that's really how that probably actually goes, especially when there are emergency situations like, mass shootings or fires or anything else like that. It's just... These medical staff deserve so much more.
Mad respect.
Mad respect for them.
Mad props. And like you said that they could pass for doctors and things like that. I feel like any great actor is gonna have to do their research. I'm sure I'm glad that they did their homework. You know what I mean? I'm glad that they like did thorough research. It seems like to be so convincing and everything.
Definitely, because it's such a dialogue heavy show, and then it's not like it's easy dialogue because it's using all these medical terms.
Yeah, medical terminology.
Right. That, none of us know what any of this means. So and they have to do it all so fast too because everything is such a dire situation. They're moving so fast and they're having to just say things like they're coming up with it off the top of their head and just
right. And then the bear, usually they win a lot. And then I feel like they were categorized. People were talking about how they were categorized as a comedy.
I know.
That is bizarre.
I thought that was so weird. The whole night I was watching, I was just like, am I crazy? I thought this show was
am I crazy?
Serious. I don't know. And I watched the one episode. It did not seem like a comedy to me.
Yeah. I tried to watch, I think we got maybe 4 episodes in and I was like, I got too much anxiety from this show. I'm too stressed, which I don't know if I can watch the Pit.
Yeah, that's how I felt watching the Pit, but also, I don't know. I felt like it was more, or it caught my attention more than the bear did.
Okay. I get that. I could see that.
Yeah, even though it was definitely like stress-inducing and gives you anxiety.
Any good piece of art is gonna make you feel something. True. Especially if they're winning awards like this.
I'm wondering. I'm over here stressing out about a restaurant. Can I watch a hospital drama? But I never would have ever considered it to be a comedy.
No.
I don't see where that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That threw me off too.
Words.
I was like, well, no wonder they didn't win. They weren't nominated for the right category.
So one thing I thought was interesting was Netflix was the most successful streamer, winning a total of 30 awards, which tells you the grip that Netflix has on entertainment now. Like, it's producing so much content. Used to it would have been like HBO,
right?
With all of the prestige TV, but now Netflix is coming in hot.
Yeah, it's like surprising and not surprising, just because I feel like at this point everybody has Netflix and has had Netflix for so long, whereas I feel other streaming services, people are like, oh yeah, I don't have that one, or I had that one and I canceled it. They go like on and off with certain other ones. I feel like Netflix seems like a steady for everybody, just because it has a lot of original content, but also has a lot of, your old classic shows and movies that you want to rewatch. So I feel like I just feel like it just has like the most
it has a lot of variety.
I agree.
It's not just like one genre either. Like you have dramas, you have Hallmarky kind of shows, you have anime, you have comedy. So there's a little bit of everything for everyone on Netflix now.
Definitely true. And I mean, they have come out with some good original shows like Stranger Things, Squid Games. What was that one that we were just talking about? The German one? The German show?
Oh, Dark.
Dark, yeah. That was a great show. Wednesday.
What was that? Baby Reindeer?
Oh, what's that one? I haven't seen it. Sweet Tooth.
I haven't seen that one.
Does anyone watch Sweet Tooth?
I haven't seen that one.
It's like I think it may have been a comic, and it's about like hybrids. They're like human animal hybrids.
Oh, interesting.
Created in a lab, I guess. I haven't seen it, but it's been on my list literally for like 3 years. So it's just one of those shows that I haven't gotten to yet, but yeah, there's a lot of variety.
Netflix was like the first of its kind, right? Weren't they the first streaming service before the other ones, if I'm not mistaken?
I think so.
I mean, like, I know HBO has been around as like a channel, and then they have, that's different than Hulu and like Peacock and things like that.
Yeah, like Netflix started like the actual streaming as its only platform. Although I do remember back in the day. Do you guys remember the DVDs?
Oh, the DVDs?
You would have to get them in the mail.
Mail it back.
Yeah, mail it back.
Yes.
I remember that.
I did.
I feel like it was Netflix, and then HBO did come out with a streaming service pretty soon after to compete, I think. Because you had Game of Thrones, and that was early. And then I feel like Hulu was around that same time.
Yeah, because I remember...
They're like the OGs.
Yeah, I definitely remember having like Netflix, HBO, and Hulu first.
Right. I feel like I definitely remember Peacock came later.
Oh, yeah, Peacock definitely came later.
Much later.
Yeah.
And then like Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Tubi.
Apple TV.
Apple TV, yeah.
I still don't have Apple TV.
I don't either. That's why I haven't watched.
So I haven't watched
the Studio and Severance.
Which was, I know, another winner.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch Severance. It looks super good.
Same, definitely.
And speaking of Severance, Tremel Tillman became the first Black man to win Best Supporting Actor in a drama series.
Congrats for him.
I loved his acceptance speech as well, and I
shout
out to his mom.
Shout out to his mom.
I love that, and she was in the crowd. I get all emotional, but I just love when people are so emotional that something that finally tangible that they worked their whole lives for, and then also just giving so much love to who brought them there, and who supported them and didn't give up on them as well.
Yeah, and I feel like there were a lot of winners that night that were winners for the first time or nominated for the first time and won for the first time.
Yeah.
So, super exciting and definitely brought out the emotions for sure. And then also just one that I want to highlight really quick too was Kristen Milioti won Best Actress in a Limited Series or Anthology Series for The Penguin. She was so good in this. Honestly, watching this show, I watched it for her. Her playing Sophia Falcone was so good. She just has that Italian, I don't know, bad, kind of crazy vibe down so well.
Crazy Italian.
Yeah. Well, she is, and she has it down. And it's so funny to see her playing, or not necessarily funny, but so, good to see her playing such a different role from what I'm used to seeing her. In my mind for so long, she was the mother in How I Met Your Mother. And there was just this big lead up to her character reveal in How I Met Your Mother too, where you're like, who is this woman going to be? And then is she even going to meet our expectations of how great she possibly could be? And then she does, she kills it. And I don't know, I think she is just a really charming and likable person. And even though her character does a lot of crazy things in The Penguin, She's still so likable to watch.
Elisa, I was not aware that you watched all these shows.
I
This
know.
is news to me. I'm
Well,
like,
that's
she's
because
like,
your
yeah.
husband is a movie
I was just
and
gonna
TV
say
nerd.
that. I was like, is it
I was
also
like, hey, see,
because of
I'm
your
on
husband?
top of it more so than some of you people.
Well, current. I feel like I'm more like growing up with certain things. You're more caught up.
She's got a movie nerd in her life.
Yeah, you can't be giving me all this shade and this hate.
When I met Elisa, she hadn't seen a lot of like really popular American films. And
American film.
But I'm also younger than you, so I haven't seen a lot of the ones that you grew up with.
She always has to throw that in my face.
On that note, I was actually just looking at The Penguin the other day, and I actually wasn't aware that you'd watched it, but it looks like something I would like. It's very gritty.
Oh, yeah, you would definitely like it. It's got that seedy
mobster kind of
vibe.
Oh, I want to watch that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I like that. No, I like a good mob movie. Yeah, Lauren knows.
I love a good mob movie.
Yeah, you guys should definitely watch it. And Colin Farrell is unrecognizable.
I was just
that's the one that's Colin Farrell.
Okay, I was about to say, like, did they win for makeup and prosthetics? Because he is unrecognizable.
I'm not actually sure that they definitely should have. Let me look it up real quick.
Like, if you look at a picture of Colin Farrell in The Penguin, it's not Colin Farrell.
I don't even know how they did that to Colin Farrell. It's crazy.
It's not Colin Farrell.
Yeah, when the actors have to go through that kind of transformation, like I always think of Charlize Theron in Monster, or like just people who had to, or like, you know, Renee Zellweger. Like she wasn't unrecognizable, but you know, gaining weight, losing weight, just becoming unidentifiable from what the public usually sees them as.
I was saying, I remember him saying that, like, well, because he has like a limp in the show, so I remember him saying that he had to really like focus on keeping that limp throughout the whole show, making sure it was consistent and everything. So it's just a lot that goes into it, especially when you're playing a character that's so different from who you really are.
Right.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to give this a watch because this looks right up my alley. It's like Batman. It's like Batman meets Sopranos.
Okay.
And to our listeners, I'm a huge Sopranos fan.
Mob wife.
I love mob movies, but Sopranos is probably in my top 5 favorite shows. So
yeah, I'm surprised you haven't watched The Penguin. I guess I haven't talked to you about it, but yeah, you would definitely, it's definitely right up your alley.
You've converted me. Yeah.
So yeah, The Penguin did win for best prosthetic makeup. So
okay,
that actually says a lot too, seeing as I'm guessing The Last of Us was probably nominated for that as well for season 2.
Point.
And
good point.
That was obviously a lot of heavy prosthetic show as well.
Yeah, and I know I'm aware that you like that one, and I've seen you watch that.
yeah.
I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, Pedro was nominated for best actor in a drama series as well, which is a huge achievement in itself because he was only in like 3 episodes.
Right.
So I mean that just says in itself how good of an actor he is, and he was so cute in the audience.
I know. He's so cute.
Yeah, that's somebody we all agree on as far as like an actor and looks.
Yeah,
and everything.
he was adorable. He just like throwing up peace sign.
He's like he seems like everyone's bestie.
He really does.
Like, I feel like he's friends with everyone in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And he's always like, I know people have talked about he's always touching people and hugging and all of that, but I don't
not
know.
in a creepy way. Or
not in a creepy way.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem creepy. Everybody seems to like him.
I hope nothing comes out about him later.
I really will be devastated.
I will be devastated.
Yeah.
I will be devastated, and I don't know if I could believe anybody anymore after that.
Yeah, after that,
my gosh,
nobody.
Yeah. There's certain people. It's just like,
Yeah, you cannot ruin the illusion or the image that I have of someone.
Right.
Ugh.
Now that we've talked about all the shows and everything, let's talk about the less important thing. But the fashion of the Emmys. And what did you all think of the host? And like, I feel like there was a controversy about the Boys and Girls Club donation and the speech times and all that. Like, I just want to see what y'all's opinions are on that.
I didn't really like it. I just thought it was, distracting to the show and kind of made everyone. I mean, obviously, I know that they always try to keep the speeches short. That's just how it's always been. And I get that, like, you know, they're in a time crunch or whatever. But I just felt like it put so much pressure on everybody because they were just like looking at this number constantly going down if they went over 45 seconds, and they're like, oh no, the kids are losing the money.
And the kids are gonna get
like they're gonna get it anyway. But it was just kind of like, why was that necessary? I don't know. It just didn't seem, I don't know, it just wasn't funny and didn't bring anything to the show for me.
If I was in that situation, I would have so much anxiety.
Right, like you already are anxious anyway, probably.
Already.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
you're on live TV. I would be the person that had to bring up like a piece of paper because I would completely forget everything that I was supposed to say. And then having a timer up there and just having that extra pressure, I think it's a little tacky.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Like, everybody knows that they're supposed to keep the speech short, but to have the timer up there and it's just like extra anxiety inducing, like you were saying. And even, relatable, Kristen Milioti had her speech written down and was like, oh yeah, I wrote this on the back of my therapy notes. Don't read the back, guys.
Like most entertainers have anxiety anyways. So it's like part and parcel with being a creative. So.
Right. It is.
I'm sure everyone was like spiraling after that.
Yeah. What did you think, Christina?
I mean, it was something different, but like I said, I don't think it really added anything to it. But I don't know. I guess I liked the beginning. I liked the intro of everything. I love Bowen Yang. I think he's so funny.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah.
I liked their opening bit.
He's so likable.
That was funny.
He
I
is.
That.
He is funny. I think the opening bit was really good. But I just don't know if I have like a running bit throughout the show.
Yeah.
Should be a thing. Yeah. So like just keep them to the at a minimum.
Right.
You know, just like the opening and then a few times like between whatever, like speeches and stuff. But even people, presenters, I feel like they've cut down on their time nowadays too. Because I feel like our presenters used to be up there way longer, and now it's just like they are there at a very minimal amount of time.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Speaking of presenters, though, Jennifer Coolidge was hilarious as always.
Mm-hmm. I saw Sydney Sweeney present, and she was only up there for like 2 seconds.
She was like barely even up there. She just like walked out, said her thing, didn't do anything extra, and like left.
Right. I will say though, Sydney looked really good.
She did.
I liked her dress.
I was just thinking that. I loved her dress.
I loved her dress. It was very glamorous.
Yeah,
it was.
But on the host discussion, I was surprised by. I'm gonna probably butcher his last name, but it's Nate Bargatze.
I think that's how you say it.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's how you say it. I don't know. I feel like he came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I know that he's well. I think he's starting to become more well known, but I just would not expect him to host the Emmys.
Yeah, he
you
even
would think
joked
it'd be
about
someone
that.
a little more. Yeah, like industry standard.
Yeah, he was like, I know you guys are all probably wondering who I am and why I'm here hosting tonight.
Yes, actually,
like, actually, I was.
So I'm looking at some just reviews of like Nate Bargatze, and this kind of mixed reviews, but he definitely didn't get as much flack as like Joe Coy at the Golden Globe Awards from 2024.
I mean, I feel like it's so hard to pick a good host because sometimes people are over the top trying to be funny, and then sometimes people don't do enough or they don't have enough presence. So just, I don't know. I guess it is hard to pick a good host to kind of fit the mood of everything that's going on. But I don't know. He was just kind of there. He didn't really do much either for me. I was just like, okay, he's just here.
Yeah. I was really excited to see Lauren Graham and Alexis Bledel have a little bit about Gilmore Girls in fall season. But I also thought they looked stunning.
They did look really good.
They looked so good. And I really hope this means that we're going to have another reboot. A reboot of the reboot. Because it was still very open-ended, and there's still so much more that we can do with Gilmore Girls, I think.
Yeah.
Which I know you two aren't Gilmore Girlies, but
I still one day will go back and watch it.
One day.
One day.
It's not my thing. I don't think sorry.
I was excited to see that.
I don't think I could get, it's just not my thing.
Maybe you have to live in New England for a little bit to like, I don't know. I watched it before I moved to New England, but after moving up there, I have a deeper appreciation for it because it really does.
I could see that.
It does feel like New England when you watch it, even though you know it's...
Yeah, it encapsulates that vibe.
Even though you know that it's being filmed on the same studio lot as Supernatural.
Oh, yeah.
I also thought that Kate Hudson looked great, channeling her How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Andy Anderson dress.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I thought she looked great.
Oh, yeah. What did you guys think about Jenna Ortega's bejeweled outfit?
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, people were like saying that she was channeling death or something from...
Oh, Death Becomes Her.
Yeah, Death Becomes Her, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, she took a risk and she's doing... She kind of feels like an outside the box and like has a lot of range and stuff. So I feel like she is kind of an experimental artist anyway, an actor. So I guess whoever was her stylist and everything might would have given her that image.
Yeah.
How much of that is her and how much of that is like her stylist and things like
that,
you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, how much is actually their personal style versus here, wear this. Like,
It'll be edgy.
It'll be edgy or, they'll pay you to wear it, whatever.
Yeah.
But if it's like a designer.
I think it kind of fits for the character she's doing now, like the era she's in now.
Yeah.
If she was playing something different, which like you don't have to totally like dress like your character or anything, but I don't know. You still kind of have to play some kind of role too at the same time. So.
Right. I mean, I'm not a prude by any means. Like, I don't really care. Like, people can wear what they want, but like, I am kind of getting tired of like the nude dresses on the red carpet where you like, who was it the other day I saw? Where it's like a mesh dress and you see through it. Like,
and like,
okay,
you're just barely covering up
we
their
talking
private.
about Dakota Johnson?
Yeah, Dakota Johnson, and also Margot Robbie had a dress where she had like a thong on underneath it and you could see it. I'm like, okay, we get it.
Yeah, I just feel like for the red carpet you should be more classy, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, you expect...
It depends. Because if it's like the VMAs, you could do whatever. Yeah. And then it just depends on the award show, too.
Yeah. It does depend, I think, on the event. But I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of overdone at this point.
Right.
You're not being edgy now.
Yeah. Right.
Everyone's doing it. Any other looks?
Yeah. I really like Selena's look. I like her ladies in red.
Yeah.
With Sydney and Selena.
A classic red dress is always a favorite.
And then I think my other look that I really liked, and it wasn't a lot of people's favorites, was Blackpink's Lisa May. It's just like this cute, it reminds me of Glinda and Wicked, and a lot of people were like, oh, watch Ariana pop out with some inspo from this is on her mood board. But yeah, it's just like a princess, but also has like the side thigh like open, so it's kind of a modern take on it too. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah, that is cute. It's definitely
That's a cute
it's
dress.
definitely Glinda-esque.
Yes.
Very much so. I think those are really the main ones that I saw. Yeah. Any other final thoughts about the VMAs or the Emmys?
That covers it for me.
Yeah, I think that's it for me as well. I was glad that they're both able to be streamed on Paramount afterwards, because I didn't get to watch either one when they came out, but watching it later on Paramount was great.
Yes, I'm so glad that you can watch these again.
Yeah.
It definitely makes it a lot easier for us to watch these, because none of us have cable, okay? Like, we're all streaming, so it definitely, I would think, would help viewership. by streaming it the next day.
Yeah, because I mean, not everyone's available for when it airs, because they usually air on Sunday night, and people have to get up for work the next day, and
always really annoyed me.
Yeah,
they air on Sunday night. Like I can't commit to the bit this late. No.
Right, because it's like a 3-hour show almost.
Oh yeah.
Even when you just watch the highlights afterwards, you don't get everything, one, because obviously it's highlights, but you don't get some of the presenters saying what they're saying. You just get really the performances or the acceptance speeches, so you miss the little things that happen in between. So
yeah,
sure.
It's nice being able to watch the full thing again.
Right.
Definitely. And we'll have to keep an eye out on the next award shows coming up. We have the Golden Globes in January. Critics' Choice Awards should be in early 2026 too. And then eventually the Oscars. I think the Grammys are in early 2026 too, right?
Yeah, winter is just award season. Those first few months. So we got a lot to cover coming up.
That'll be good because things will be slower too for us in January and everything.
True.
So we'll be able to, we'll be able to get caught up. Yeah, we can
We're not going to be
we can watch award shows.
Yes.
And we can record.
Yes. It's going to be hibernation season.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We'll definitely give you guys an update for sure. Lots of award show yap alerts.
And then definitely leading up to the Oscars, we can watch some of the nominated movies and do some recaps of those.
Definitely. That's my favorite award show actually, and that's my favorite season because I used to be really good at it. I used to watch all of the Oscar noms, but I'm really going to commit to it this time.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch everything that I can. Hopefully we have some good ones and not any stinkers, but
and it has been a while too since I've gone and watched all the noms for the Oscars too, so that'll be fun to get back into it.
Definitely. That's our take on the recent VMA and Emmy Awards. Thanks for hanging with us.
New episodes of Yap About It drop every other Sunday.
Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and share with your friends.
And follow us on Instagram, TikTok, X, and Threads at Yap About It Pod.
We'll be back soon with more yapping, more drama, and plenty of hot takes.
Until next time.